Right, Clause 9, Performance Evaluation. This is the clause nobody wants to talk about because Clause 9 asks the one question that ruins the whole party. How do you actually know your security is working? Not how much security you bought, not how many policies you wrote, not how many hours Dave spent in a spreadsheet last Thursday. How do you know it works? And here's the thing, most companies cannot answer that. They can answer a completely different question, very loudly with a slide. Let me guess. You're a small SaaS company, 30 people, maybe 40. You've got a security dashboard on a screen in the office, and it says you blocked 4 million threats this quarter. 4 million, big number, green graph. Everyone nods. Cute. Because 4 million blocked threats is not a measure of effectiveness, it's a measure of the internet existing. That number would go up if you did absolutely nothing. That's not performance, that's weather. So let's actually do this properly. Clause 9 has 3 parts, and each one is a trap that most teams walk straight into. 9.1, Monitoring, Measurement, Analysis, and Evaluation. The standard is genuinely quite specific here, and people skim it. It says you shall determine what needs to be monitored and measured. What? Not everything, not whatever your tooling happens to spit out by default. You decide what matters and you write it down. Then it says the methods. The methods for monitoring, measurement, analysis, and evaluation as applicable to ensure valid and comparable results. Valid, comparable. That's the bit that kills people. If you change how you count it every quarter, you haven't got a trend, you've got vibes with a timestamp. When the monitoring and measuring shall be performed, and separately, when the results shall be analyzed and evaluated. Those are 2 different whens, and yes, that matters. Because collecting data is not the same as looking at it, then who monitors and measures and who analyses and evaluates? Named. Because if it's everyone's job, it's Dave's job, and Dave is already doing 3 other jobs, and then the punchline. You retain the documented information as evidence, and you use it to evaluate 2 things, the information security performance and the effectiveness of the information security management system. 2 things, performance and effectiveness. Read that again. Performance is the control doing its job? Effectiveness is the whole system actually reducing our risk? And almost everybody measures the first one and pretends it covers the second. Here's what that looks like in practice. Bad measure, number of phishing emails blocked. Better measure, time from a phishing report to containment, tracked over time, with a target. Bad measure, percentage of staff who completed security training. Better measure, did behavior change? Did reporting go up? Did click-through go down? Because the honest version of a training completion rate is this. 98% of our staff have successfully clicked through a video while making a sandwich. That's a real thing people put in a management pack, and it means nothing. Look, activity metrics are comfortable because activity always goes up. Effectiveness metrics are uncomfortable because sometimes they tell you that the thing you spent money on didn't help. That's exactly why they're worth having, right? 9.2 Internal Audit. 9.2.1 says you conduct internal audits at planned intervals to provide information on whether the management system conforms to 2 things, your own requirements for your system and the requirements of the standard, and whether it is effectively implemented and maintained. Effectively implemented, again, it's not enough that the document exists. The standard keeps asking whether the thing actually works, and we keep answering with a folder. 9.2.2 is the audit program, and it's a list most people have to plan, establish, implement, and maintain an audit program, including the frequency, the methods, the responsibilities, the planning requirements and reporting, define the audit criteria and scope for each audit, report the results to relevant management, retain evidence of the program and the results. And then there's the line that everybody nods at and nobody obeys. Select auditors and conduct audits that ensure objectivity and the impartiality of the audit process. Objective, impartial, meaning you cannot audit your own work. Watch what actually happens in a 40-person SaaS company. Dave built the access control process. Dave wrote the procedure. Dave is now auditing the access control process over coffee with himself. And guess what Dave found? Nothing. Dave found that Dave has done an excellent job. That's not an audit. That's a man marking his own homework and giving himself a gold star for handwriting. I'll be honest with you, I get why it happens. You're small. There isn't a spare human. The choice feels like Dave audits Dave or nobody audits anything, but impartial does not mean you must hire someone. It means the auditor must not be auditing their own work. Someone else internal can do it, someone from a different function, someone external if you've got the budget. What it cannot be is the author reviewing the author. Sound familiar? Stay with me. Because the third one is the worst. 9.3. Management review. 9.3.1. Top management shall review the organization's information security management system at planned intervals to ensure its continuing suitability, adequacy, and effectiveness. Top management, not the security person, not the compliance contractor, top management, the people who can actually spend money and change direction. 9.3.2 lists the inputs, and this is the bit that gets skipped, so let me actually give you the list. The status of actions from previous management reviews, changes in external and internal issues relevant to the system, changes in the needs and expectations of interested parties, feedback on information security performance, including trends in nonconformities and corrective actions, monitoring and measurement results, audit results, and fulfillment of information security objectives, feedback from interested parties, results of risk assessment and the status of the risk treatment plan. Opportunities for continual improvement. That is not a 15-minute agenda item wedged between a sales update and someone's leaving cake. And 9.3.3. The outputs. Decisions related to continual improvement opportunities and any need for changes to the management system. Plus, retain documented information as evidence of the results decisions. That's the word. The output of a management review is decisions, and if nothing changed, nothing was decided, and you didn't have a review. Here's my blunt version. If the deck was opened for the first time in the meeting, that wasn't a review. That was a photo opportunity with an agenda attached. I'll say the distressingly honest thing out loud. Most management reviews exist so that a screenshot of a calendar invite can be shown to an auditor. That's the actual purpose. Everyone knows it. Nobody says it. Now, I'm not a certified lead auditor. I'm someone who reads the standard and refuses to pretend it says something softer than it does. Go and read Clause 9 yourself. It's short, it's blunter than most consultants make it sound. So here's the dare. Before your next management review, take your top 3 security metrics, the ones on the dashboard, the ones you're proud of. Ask one question of each. If this number doubled tomorrow, would we actually be safer? If the answer is no, that metric is decoration. Bin it. Replace it with one that could genuinely embarrass you. Do that this week. Because Clause 9 isn't asking you to look good, it's asking you to find out.